You ever wish that the speakers on your phone had just a little bit more bass, or maybe a little bit more high-end, or even just that they were a little bit louder? Well, enter Eqfy, which is an app that allows you to do all that plus more with just the tap of a few buttons. You just install it and that's it. Now, whenever anything is playing on your phone, music or otherwise, you can just open up Eqfy, browse through their EQ presets, or create your own if you like, and that'll immediately apply the EQ to your phone speakers. And if the track that you're listening to isn't quite loud enough, just increase this gain slider here and that'll literally make it louder, no strings attached. Alright, second up today is a brand new wallpaper application called Lumina Walls. And this one is super special because it is actually my very own application. And why make a wallpaper app, you ask? Well, there's really two main reasons. First and foremost, as someone who reviews a lot of phones each year, I like giving each review a distinct vibe by using different wallpaper packs. And whilst I usually prefer to use my own packs, I don't churn out enough to keep up. So I end up having to use other wallpaper apps, but then when viewers inevitably ask where I've gotten specific wallpapers from, I can hardly ever remember. And then on top of that, most wallpaper apps available these days, if we're being honest, have fairly basic UIs. And I wanted to create a wallpaper app that was not only visually pleasing and unique to look at, but one that was also incredibly fluid to use. And so Lumina Walls is the app I've been dreaming of creating for several years now, and it is finally a reality. And first things first, just take a look at how clean and fluid the app's design and UI is. You've got this floating bottom bar down here with each icon animated by yours truly. The whole app has its own bounciness and overscroll system implemented to make it as fluid as possible, and all of the animations have been implemented in such a way to make the app as nice to navigate as possible. And then even more than that, at launch, the app actually plays host to over 300 high-quality AI-generated wallpapers in a huge range of styles and color palettes. And don't let that word AI put you off, because the team has hand-edited literally every single one to make sure that they're perfect. We've also got 12 unique premium collections at launch, as well as a premium sample collection and this wide walls collection if you're looking for wallpapers for widescreen devices as well. And thanks to the team over at Just New Designs, we're actually going to be actively updating this app with new free wallpapers every single day and new collections each month. And to celebrate the app's launch, I'm actually going to be giving away 100 promo codes to the premium version of the app, 50 on Instagram and 50 on Twitter. So make sure that you're following me over on those platforms to have a chance at winning. Now, when Android 14 was released, one of my favorite apps of all time, Shortcut Maker, it actually stopped working. And so you can probably imagine how thrilled I was when I stumbled upon essentially an updated version by another developer called Quikshort. Much like Shortcut Maker and other similar apps, Quikshort allows you to create shortcuts for just about any action that you can think of. So you can create shortcuts to apps, contacts, files stored on your phone, settings, even websites, plus a bunch more. But then what takes things to the next level is that you can then customize your shortcuts by changing up the icon pack, disabling their labels, plus there's a few other options as well. And as long as you create each of your widgets via your launcher's inbuilt widget chooser, then you'll see no watermark. And in fact, the shortcuts created this way behave pretty much just as though they were a proper app icon. And one unique feature is that Quikshort also saves any of the shortcuts that you've made, which makes reusing them later on really quick and easy. Following that is LocalSend. And look, as much as I love QuickShare, previously known as Nearby Share, which is Android's version of AirDrop, it has gotten a little unreliable over the past 6 months, and it doesn't work on Mac devices either. And so that's where LocalSend comes in, as this basically solves all of those issues without compromising on speed. You just install the app on the devices that you want to seamlessly share between, and then from there, as long as they're connected to the same Wi-Fi network, whenever you want to share a file, you just open up the app, tap on send, then select from one of the options up here, select whatever you want to send, then any of your available devices will appear in this list here, and you just tap on your desired device, and that's it. That file will be transferred outrageously fast to your device of choice. In fact, it's faster than both AirDrop and QuickShare in my experience. Then we have AmpereFlow, a beautifully designed application that'll transform your phone's always-on display into an accurate charging meter. The app gives you a range of customizations you can make when you first open it, and then once you've granted it the necessary permissions, you just plug your phone into a charger, and you'll then be greeted with a new always-on display that'll not only show you the time and the date, but it'll also show you a real-time charging meter that'll show you live ampere readings to monitor charging speed. It'll also show you a precise battery level percentage down the bottom here, which is super neat, as well as some really handy stats here, like your phone's current temperature and how long the app estimates until it's full. So absolutely an app worth checking out. But let's say you want to expand your horizons a little further and monitor not just your phone's battery status, but also any connected device. Well then, Energy Monitor is an app you'll want to look into. And this is an app I've been wanting for a long while now, mainly because I've been using the Pixel Watch 2 for about 6 months now, and whenever I put it onto the charger and leave it to charge for a few hours, it annoyingly always gets to 100% and then starts draining the battery again, even whilst it's still sitting on the charger. So with Energy Monitor, you're actually able to set things up so that you're notified at various charge states. That means when my watch reaches 100%, I'll be notified on both my watch and my phone, which means I can go and take it off the charger so it doesn't start draining without my knowing it. Next up, we have Shop. And I know this is a pretty popular app, so there's a fair chance that you've already heard of it, but I reckon it has one standout feature that is actually what makes it worth getting. Now, first things first, the app is basically designed to be a bit of an online shopping hub. So instead of using a huge range of different shopping websites to find any given product, you can just use the app and see results from all of those online shops in the one place. And that's all well and good, but what I love using the app for is actually its package tracking functionality. Essentially, once you sign in with any given email address, it'll then track any of your packages and provide you with real-time updates based on their shipping progress. It just makes things so simple because every product I buy automatically gets detected and added to the app. And so instead of having to dig through emails trying to find tracking information and so forth, now I just need to open up the app, tap this orders icon, and that's it. After that is PackMate, a really neat app that I recently discovered that makes getting stressed about packing for trips a distant thing of the past. You just enter any upcoming trip that you have planned, and then from there, the app will present to you a checklist of items it thinks you may or may not want to pack. You can then work your way through that list, selecting any items that you do in fact want to pack, and you can also add custom items here as well if you like. And once complete, you tap on create, and the app will then create a beautifully organized list of items that you can then check off when the time comes to pack. And what's even cooler is that you can also add collaborators to the app who will also be able to see the packing checklist, which is seriously handy functionality. Okay, second to last today we have Bare Room, a fantastic concept of an app that has been executed brilliantly in terms of design. The app's main purpose is to provide essentially a safe space for you to visit whenever you need to, and it then gives you tools to help alleviate any stress. The main interface is actually designed to look like a super cozy room, which is really nice. And then within this room, there are a bunch of familiar items scattered about that you can then tap on to reveal a series of tasks that are designed to help you combat stress. So you've got this teddy bear that you can open to complete a breathing exercise. There's this cradle designed to help you put stressful thoughts into a new perspective. Plus, there's a handful more on top of those as well. It's just a seriously well thought out app that I can see truly making an impact on those who are feeling stressed. Plus, it's also completely free as of the making of this video. Finally, today we have another really well designed app called Widget. And this app is filled with stacks upon stacks of really unique widgets that I'm positive you're gonna love. So whether you want to create a unique countdown widget for an upcoming event, or a step counter widget that you can use to track yours and a friend's steps on your home screen, or even a real-time distance tracker to show how far away you are from your friends at any given time, all of that and more is available, and they're all really, really cool. But then it's these pets and plants widgets that I think take the app to another stage altogether. So you can hatch and look after these Tamagotchi style pets, which are ridiculously cute, or you can even add these tabletop plant style widgets, which will grow so long as you look after them accordingly. And again, each of the widgets just have a seriously fantastic and playful design. Plus, the whole concept of having an app filled with these sort of interactive widgets is just really refreshing. And so there you have it, 10 Android applications that I reckon are well worth their weight in gold. If you enjoyed the video, then a sub to the channel would be greatly appreciated. But that's it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will catch you later.